Talking about other realistic targets that we can push for this summer. First is first, I'm expecting us to sign at least one centre back, but I will be expecting two, but at least one. Two centre back because Varane has left, we're expecting Maguire or Victor Lindelof to leave. I'm expecting also two midfielders because we're expecting Casemiro and Eriksen to leave. If both players leave, we'll be expecting us to sign a new defensive midfielder and one other midfielder. Maybe it could be Amrabat and someone else. It could be João Neves and someone else. So two centre backs, two midfielders, one striker because Anthony is leaving, and we need a second striker to replace him, and also we need a second striker to assist Rasmus Højlund, and then a new winger, a right winger, because we are expecting Mason Greenwood and Jadon Sancho to leave. So I'm expecting at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 transfers to happen. In the centre back position, we have players like Todibo from Nice and Braithwaite from Everton. We are both very interested in those players. From last season, we have been interested in Todibo. Didn't come. I think Todibo is around 23 years old. He is going to be a perfect replacement for Varane. He's very, very good. He's highly rated, and he's going to come in and see have some development in him. He's going to come in and fit straight into the right position in the centre back spot. And for Braithwaite can play on the left, can play on the right. That means Braithwaite can be the replacement for Varane and also the replacement for Martinez. He can play alongside Martinez, and if Martinez is injured, he can play with he can replace Martinez. So if we sign two, you can see a centre back pairing of Todibo and Martinez and Todibo, Martinez and Braithwaite and Todibo. You can get those combinations in the centre back position. And in the midfield, we are linked with players like Ederson, the Atalanta midfielder. We are linked with also João Neves, how old is he? Very young defensive midfielder, highly rated Portuguese defensive midfielder, plays for Benfica. He's very highly rated. I don't watch the Portuguese league, but I've seen some clips of him, and he looks very, very good. He's someone that can definitely come in and improve under the environment we are going to create for him, right? And also we have Rabiot. It's going to be his contract is expiring this summer, I think. So it's going to be like a free transfer. But he's going to be really expensive because he's going to demand a lot of salary. Remember last 2 summers when we wanted to sign him, how his mother requested an outrageous transfer fee for outrageous salary for him, and we didn't get that done. So in the midfield, we are expecting Eriksen and Casemiro to leave. So we can bring players like Ederson from Atalanta, João Neves, but João Neves is going to be very, very expensive, over 100 million euro. I don't think that's possible, but let's see. And also Rabiot. Those are the 3 players that we can expect to come. Maybe Frankie de Jong. Maybe Frankie de Jong is still being linked to us. We're still monitoring him. Ten Hag still wants him. Ten Hag still like him. Maybe Frankie de Jong. And also in the right wing, of course, Mikel Olise. If we don't get Mikel Olise, we can go for Pedro Neto. We can go for Pedro Neto from Wolves. He has also been linked to us. He's also a very good winger, but he's injury prone. So maybe that's someone we can look at. Maybe we can look at him. Pedro Neto, very, very good at Wolves also. And then for the second striker, as Anthony Martial is leaving, we can go for players like Jonathan David from Lille, right? Jonathan David plays for Lille. Anyway, Jonathan David plays for in the French league. He has been highly rated. He has 1 year left on his contract. I think 26 goals in 25 appearances for the club. It's going to cost less than 35 million euro to sign him. We have another player like Zexi of Bologna, but AC Milan are close, very, very close to that deal. We have other striker option. We have Matheus Cunha from Wolves, going to be expensive. We have also been linked to Ivan Toney of Brentford, also going to be expensive. But Jonathan David is probably one of the cheapest options we can get to be our second striker. But let's see what we'll do with that. Obviously, Rasmus Højlund is going to be the first choice, but there are a lot of games to play, and even if we get a second striker, both players are going to get very high amount of game time. So So I don't think they need to worry too much about anything. But I forgot to mention left back. We are definitely going to sign a left back. Definitely going to sign a left back because Luke Shaw and Malaysia very, very injury prone looks like. And according to Fabrizio Romano, we're going to sign a young, fresh left back that's going to come in and try and develop. So that's, I don't know who we're going to sign, but that's something to think about. And also on the right back position, if Wan-Bissaka leaves because he's been linked to a departure, if he leaves, then we might look at signing players like Frimpong or Dumfries. I don't know, any of them. But Frimpong, we have been highly linked with Frimpong, and maybe something can happen there. So that's the realistic transfers that we might see, players going and players leaving, players coming, and things like that. But let's see what happens. But the Summer transfer window opens tomorrow, and it is time for action. We need to act. It is time for action from Manchester United. Anyway, let's see what happens with everything, and I'll see you all on the next one. Don't forget, this is Die Hard United. You want to stop for everything Manchester United.